Hey guys, welcome to the video. Today I want to talk about why it is so important to trust your gut, and if you are willing to trust your gut, your intuition, and really pursue what your heart is guiding you to do, for your life, and just using your heart to sort of move you forward in life, really having the intention of love behind every choice that you make. And again, trusting your gut and intuition and getting more into your body instead of being really stuck in overthinking and things like that. This is really such a powerful thing. It could literally transform your life. And the reason why I think that every single human being needs to lean more into their heart is because logic is good, but like if there's no why behind the logic, then what are we really doing with our logic? For example, you can use your brain to be able to solve a problem, right? You have a leak in your house and you're going to solve the problem, right? And why do you care about the leak? Well, if it's the leak for your shower, if there's a leak, then you can't shower, let's say, or maybe you're going to lose a bunch of money. Why does the money matter? Because you need the money to be able to pay your bills. Why do the bills matter? Because, you need a car to get to work, and work provides money. So you see what I'm saying? Is like when you're conscious about the importance of why you're doing what you're doing, then it gives this level of significance to everything. And you almost need to keep going down the rabbit hole to really find out exactly what matters. Like, and why does it matter to have a house, to have stability and infrastructure, let's say? And why does that matter? Because my health and well being matters. And why does your health and well being matter? Because I deserve love and I am love. And I need this stability while I live in this physical body in order to be able to be healthy. And me personally, I want to be able to make videos and help the world transform human beings to live a more life full of love and inner peace and yeah, just a life filled with um more love, right? That's like my why. So as you can see, it's like you kind of need to find the deeper meaning behind everything that you're doing, because that means that when you go through a hard time, you're able to dial into the why behind why you're doing. Like, what is your why in life? What is your why when you wake up? This is so important to sort of investigate, because when you are just kind of going from one thing to the next and you don't really know what's going on in your life, like it's just really hard to feel like a sense of stability, a sense of like confidence in yourself and your life when you can't really find it. So the way that I have found to be able to discover my own why, to help transform lives all around the world through my content and through everything that I do in my life, and to just really spread love and love the people in my life, and to be loving towards myself. The way I was able to get to this point was through trusting my gut, my intuition, and ultimately, really loving myself, because ultimately when you love yourself, it teaches you how to love other people. And slowly but surely, you just start to find out, what you really want to do with this life that you have. So lead with your heart and trust your gut and intuition with everything you do, because if you just stick to purely logic, and you allow fear to manipulate your choices, then you're never really gonna find out like the greatest life that you could have lived. The greatest life that you could live is always gonna be on the other side of, again, making a choice led with love. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes leading with love, it comes in all different shapes and forms. Sometimes leading with love, it means not going out, for example, with your friends because you committed yourself to do a workout and you also committed yourself to get to bed early tonight. That could literally be part of love. But also maybe you might be in a part of your journey where you've committed yourself to want to build friendships and to deepen the friendships that you have, because you've always been more of an introverted person and keep to yourself. So in that case, that person would probably prioritize to go out with their friends. And so it really just depends on your situation. But nonetheless, when you lead with love in your heart, you're always going to kind of be able to find out what you need to do, what the next step is. And even when you don't, that's just another opportunity to love yourself, because if you feel lost, love yourself. What do you need in that moment? Do you need Are you hungry? Do you need to sleep? Do you need to go outside and go for a walk? Do you need to call somebody? Do you need, community? So like just keep nourishing yourself. Imagine like you're a plant, like the plant behind me. That plant needs a certain amount of light, a certain amount of, temperature, and you're just like a unique plant, and you need to just kind of give yourself enough attention to realize what it is that you need. Give yourself that. And slowly but surely, you're going to continue to find your why and deepen that why. Because I don't think there's like a moment where everything gets figured out. I think that we can just continuously deepen our why in our life. And, as our life naturally evolves, we're going to be able to sort of find different types of whys. And, like for example, myself, like one day I want to have a family. When I have my family, my why is going to naturally kind of evolve, because now part of my why will be to, be the greatest dad I could be, or be the greatest husband I could be. And then, I'm not a father or a husband right now, so that means my why doesn't really include that. So what I'm saying is, your why is always going to evolve. But nonetheless, for me, since my why, part of it is to make content and to spread love and to transform lives, I'll be doing this probably for the rest of my life. And if it's not through the medium of videos, I will be transforming lives in other ways, So I think ultimately, human beings, really at the core, I think that we're here to love ourselves and to love one another, and that expression of love is gonna be, it's gonna look different for every single person. So I think we just have to keep loving ourselves, and eventually, the pieces start to fall into place. So if you made it this far, and you want to talk with me, you need some help, some guidance, I am going to be launching my business pretty soon. I'm going to start my coaching business. It's going to be like self-love wellness coaching. So I'm going to help people to achieve their wellness goals with the intention of self-love. And I'm literally getting ready to launch the business very soon. So if you need some help, hit me up, comment down below. And I might even be willing to do some free coaching for now, because I'm still finishing up my school. But you gotta hit me up quick, because I'll be starting to charge people soon. But yeah, anyways, I love you so much. If you've made it this far, you might as well subscribe, because we got this content coming every single day. And yeah, man, like the video, and I'll see you soon. Love you, and have a great day. Bye.